3.
Fucking moth.
Which is a tragedy since you killed the one from yesterday.
I think it's the moth Jima. I think it's summoning them.
Moth Jimas everywhere.
Hold on. I really want to pick up that table.
Well, it's a good thing there's more than one, but you should probably get out of the group of boys and away from the chandelier that's blocking half of the floor.
I'm trying,
I don't.
but the boys are everywhere.
Just pick up a table. Look at you killed enough boys to spawn more boys.
Oh, great.
Green knife.
I really wanted to pick up that sword that was on the ground, but
They just look at there's so many of them. You bust into this place and they're like, we're
oh
gonna
my
kill
god.
you, and all of their weapons are worn out.
That should have killed that man.
I think you did kill him, Krim. He didn't get back up.
Oh, I was looking at a different guy's health bar.
But yeah, you're in 3. They do like the first few cutscenes of 3 are like, oh my god, the horrors, and you're like, hello, I don't even know this guy, and he's getting shot. And then they do 2 chapters of Orphan Simulator or
That's
Orphanage
hilarious.
Simulator with Kiryu and Haruka helping.
It could go either way, Orphan Simulator and Orphanage Simulator. I mean, he is an orphan.
Well, and then as I was saying, like you're meeting the local like town or the local island's little tiny Yakuza group, and it's just like 3 dudes really. Like
That's hilarious.
it's so small, and but you get to the place and you can see like probably once upon a time it was a sizable family, or at least it was more well connected. Now it's more like this is who's left over to try and keep the neighborhood together and protected from the outside encroaching forces.
Mm.
And it's not working. But they try and shake down Kiryu first, and of course he just walks in and is like, "I'd like to talk to your boss." And they're like, "No way in hell." And so then he smashes one in and he's like, "I'd like to talk to your boss." And they're like, "Right this way, sir."
Forever enamored by how many people try to shake down Kiryu.
Well, they were just like, "Yeah, we'll do this," and it's like, no. But the whole time you're trying to do that, then you find out that the boss of that gang has a daughter who is he went to go collect a debt, and the dude hung himself, and the daughter was clutching his leg, and so he was like, the mom abandoned her. I couldn't leave her there. So it's 3 guys and 1 young child who is this little tiny Yakuza family.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's like Kiryu, the girl ends up getting kidnapped for one reason or another, and they ask Kiryu to like help go get her back because he's the only strong guy they know around. And of course, Kiryu goes gets her back, and then has a heart to heart with the little girl about like, I know he may be scary, but like this guy wants to take care of you, and he was really worried when you were missing. And the little girl is mute from the horrors she witnessed, but is like very clearly wants to stay with the old man. And it's just like a very cute little scene. And so then the guy wants to like have a drink and like become your sworn brother. And then he finds out you used to be the 4th chairman and he loses his goddamn mind. And I'm like, is Yakuza 3 a comedy? Because I really hope it is.
I think all Yakuzas are secretly a comedy.
They're a comedy until you start
Alright, who's
sobbing.
still alive?
The guy who's
Ew.
gonna throw this knife at you.
Yeah, they're a comedy until they're not a comedy anymore.
Yeah, because it's like the funniest shit you've ever read or seen.
And then the saddest.
And then the absolute saddest.
They do both. Can I slam someone's face into this?
Oh yeah, you just gotta. Yep, just there you go.
Yeah.
Grab another one. He's got a gun.
Not anymore.
Do you want to heat move with that pig head back there?
With the what? Hold on.
There's a pig's head on the counter.
Absolutely, I want to heat move with that. Give me a second.
Hey, I know you don't eat meat traditionally, but I do want to see you use this meat, and I very awful.
Nah, but it's funny. It's for the bit.
Watch out! Don't pick up the huge butcher's knife right next to it,
If
bro.
I can pick up the pig's head, I will.
I if these guys will fucking let you, Jesus. That guy in the red
But
suit
I'm kind
sucks.
of in hell.
Yeah, I've noticed. There you go.
I really wanted to like
It
jam it
lands.
over his head.
God, it'd be hilarious. Especially if you like jammed it over the guy in the red suit's head, and he's got so much health, and he's wandering around trying to take swings at you while being
Oh
blind,
my
because
god, yeah.
it would just be fucking hilarious. Ow. I mean, it doesn't actually do that much damage to you, but ow.
Yeah, it's damages my pride more than anything else.
That is playing three. I'm like, I know this fight could be going differently, but it's not because they don't have anything unlocked. Ah. But the way they do encounters with random,
Spawning!
they won't. The way they do encounters in threes, they're like you got to see it where it's like people run up to you and just like I saw you glare, and it's like I was literally walking down the street. But like
Hilarious.
the way they do the whole like reward system for beating them up is that you still get the item or the cash, but it now has like a descriptor on it. It's so it will be like suspicious $5 or tear stain $20.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, so I was just like, I haven't seen them all, but I wonder what all there is for options with that.
This sucks.
It sure
Uh,
does. We should start picking
I
shit up and throwing it at them.
slammed my leg into my desk so hard I can see the mark,
Still,
like clearly. And I can't rest my controller in my lap like I normally do,
get a pillow
because it hurt. Because
or not.
usually I just sit with my arms kind of like in my lap, controller resting there. And these guys suck.
Yeah. Play you alive.
This game overall has been very nice, but their fights are.
There's just some fights for no reason. They're way too difficult.
Yeah. I
Uh,
feel like they didn't walk the difficulty spike line very well.
completely
Because
agree.
instead of making the enemies stronger, they just made the enemies frustrating.
Yeah, it's like those two
Because when you're
fat
getting
guys.
stun locked,
Those two fat guys, yeah, they can just kind of take a few hits, and that's
yeah,
understandable. I just don't like that even if you get all of your stun resistance up, they can still stun you.
yeah. And they kind of end up playing like ping pong with you.
Yeah, it's just a meat wall, and then you've got this guy with dual blades who he's not a terror on his own. Hell, if there was two of him and one fat guy, this would be a completely different conversation.
Yeah.
Like, he's got an interesting fighting style, and if you had two of them, blendering it up in there, that'd still be interesting.
You can also stun these guys a lot easier though, so it's a lot more balanced. Oh, he's dead. Onwards we go. I'm gonna kill you. It's the one time Kiryu uses a gun just straight to the head.
島のさんに頼まれてね、なかなかでかいビジネスだ。俺はそういうのに鼻が利くんだよ。お前も100億。お前らはこの娘の本当の価値を分かっちゃいない。 島野にしてもそうだ。日本の極道っていうのは本当に頭が悪い。
ペンダントはどうした？
とっくに売りさばいたよ。錦山にね。ドケチな島野には売れんよ。
だったらもうその子には用はないだろう。
逆だ。俺たちにはこの娘さえいれば十分。
何？どういう意味だ？
おしゃべりはここまでにしよう。俺は力でジャカをのし上がった男だ。
You seem like you're either gonna absolutely beat my ass or be really fun to fight or somewhere in the middle. Or beat my ass and be really fun to fight simultaneously, but I have to kill you though. You must understand that's my kid. Ah, you have a lot of health. Ow. Ow. He's very polite. Hold on. We're trying to see if there's any more attack I can learn. It appears not. Or not instantly, at least. God, the music's so cool. Get him! Get him! Get— ow, ow. Get— ow. Get him! Squish him while he's down. Ah. That did not do the damage I thought it would do to me. He dropped his thing. Can I pick it up? Or is it gone? I think it's gone. That sucks. Ah, you bastard. I really do think just once, like, give Kiryu a gun that functions how a gun actually would. Bitch. Can we get away from my kid? Hey, I'm trying to move you over here. That's it. You can go right back to beating my ass. Kind of a rhetorical invite. I didn't mean for you to actually do it. Ow. Ow. Can you get in range, you bitch? Woo! We'll swap to a faster style, and then we'll be better. No, we won't. We'll just keep doing it how we always do it. Sorry, Haruka, I do not mean to be doing this right on top of you. Just unfortunately, no matter what my best efforts are, we end up in this corner. Wow, I've used heat action 200 times. God, yeah, no, I don't think I could beat this game tonight if I wanted to. I gotta go fight Majima like a ton and go eat a ton of food and I think I got a couple sub-stories I can grind out. My options are get good or overpower, and overpower is easier. Hey, if I'm spamming the button to throw the thing, you'd think you'd throw the thing eventually. Every now and then I do really good with my dodges, and it makes me feel a little too good about myself. And so I immediately start eating shit because I get a little too overconfident. Ah! This guy's a bitch. This is what's infuriating about the other fights, though, is that, like, this guy's a bitch, but he's fine because he's alone.
My ash is
Welcome
gorging
back.
itself on potatoes and meat. I'll be back in a second.
You're good. My table! What if I just lay here for a minute? Okay. I'm gonna pull this down a little. She's so cute. And that's a bunch of cops with guns.
誘拐の現行犯として逮捕
Wait, no,
なんで誘拐になるんだ、須藤。お前だって見たろ。あの子はあいつに誘拐されたんじゃねえ。
何度言われても同じですよ、伊達さん。何があろうと桐生の釈放はありません。伊達さん、だから言ったじゃないですか。手を引けって。では。はるか。はるか。
おじさん、
お前。
ごめんね、おじさん。こんなことになっちゃって。私、本当はおじさんと一緒にいたかった。だけど、これ以上、おじさんに迷惑かけちゃいけないと思って。
バカだな、お前は。俺が迷惑してるって思っていたのか。
they're so cute.
伊達さん、
ああ、遅くなって悪かったな。
あんた、こんなことしたら。
やばいだろうな。だがもう遅い。逃げるぞ、桐生。
Is it a rare win from the cop?
やっちまったか。
すまない、伊達さん。
ま、どちらにしてもクビだったんだ。遅かれ早かれな。それよりこの事件、思っていたよりも根が深そうだぜ。
何か分かったのか。
ああ、これ覚えてるか。はるかをスターダストに連れ込んだ連中のバッジだ。花屋によるとこいつは政府の地下組織のものじゃないかってことでな。その
Him sitting in the back with her is adorable. He takes up over half the fucking backseat.
MIA ってのかな。
MIA。
ミニストリー・インテリジェンス・エージェンシー。内閣が直接指揮を取る部隊だ。政治の裏工作から要人の護衛。責任者は警察庁出身の代議士神宮って男だ。こいつが100億やはるかとどう絡んでくるかわからんがな。
政治家か。ラウカーロンが気になることを言っていた。はるかには100億以外の価値があると。
100億以外の。
ああ。
どういうことかわからんが、もう一つとっておきの情報がある。東京湾の死体だが、あれは水木じゃない。
え？
鑑識で身元が判明したんだ。全くの別人だったよ。はっきりした証拠もある。博多だ。
じゃあ、お母さんはまだ。
そうだ。まだどっかで生きてるってことだ。なあ、はるか。俺はユミを、お前は水木を探している。だが、どんな危険があっても、俺がお前を守る。必ず母さんに会わせてやるからな。
They're so cute. Oh, not another car fight.
どうした？ショー出てくるときにつけられてたみたいだ。もしかするとジャカの連中かもしれない。くそ、仕方ない。
Please tell me this one's better than
お前
the
そ
last
っちで
one.
奴らの足止めをしてくれ。
わかった。
Please tell me this one's better than the last one. I can't do it again.
Are you ready for this terrible racing thing again? Get shooting.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna.
That's too damn bad.
No.
Well, now you already know the cheat.
The cheat of turn it to easy?
Yeah.
don't
I
think
would
it's
say
exactly a
also I would say use your mouse, but yours doesn't work the same way mine does.
Yeah. Oh, I might for this one. I can try it in a minute.
Damn.
The shoot button not being the trigger is, like, really weird to me. Shit! Did my daughter just get shot?
Calm down. She didn't get shot. The car just got jostled. She got scared. You'd have a lot more incentive not to get hit if she made a noise every time you got hit.
Yeah, you would.
Because I could just hear her calling out to you and you being like, what? What?
What?
I'm like, do I bother saying anything? Can we hold a conversation right now?
You can talk. I don't know if I can. I'm trying to get out of this segment in as few takes as possible.
Let me just say, this one's a long one.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I was like, either I talk right now, which would be about the fact that I'm eating chocolate milk with a scoop of vanilla ice cream in it, or I go back to reading the fanfiction because the fanfiction is scary, accurate to how the game actually runs, so I can freshen up my memory.
Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Oh god. No, come on.
Almost got him.
You take a second, you reload, you let the car take that hit. Okay.
He's gonna blow you up. There's too many guys. I thought when the screen went red, you died. Get in the car!
Not doing good.
Can you see if you can heal, or is it just pull you up from the... Oh, never mind. Yep.
trying my best to time it so that the car takes every hit now.
Yeah, you have to.
Because Kiryu has 1 hit left on him. But if it keeps going, this should give me refreshed health bar.
So you know what's wild is that they use an American semi. That is purely fear factor because there would not be one of those on the road over there. Do you know how
Yeah,
much
but
money
their
that would
cars
be
aren't
to
Ohayuki.
export it?
Oh, he really does Virgil it. Sorry. Sorry, his phone is so small in his hand.
I was just thinking if he didn't catch it, would have hit her right in the head.
シンジです。さっき錦山組の門から聞いたんですけど、兄貴の情報、錦のおじきに筒抜けみたいで、そばに怪しい奴がいるはずです。お気をつけて。
だってさ、花屋のところに行ってくれねえか。
おお、お前無事だったか。どうした？
一つ頼みがある。 く気がつくべきだった。歌堀のところに行った時、錦は俺宛てに電話をかけてきた。あいつには俺の動きが見えていたんだ。
ああ、
それに水死体が水木じゃないなら、ペンダントの秘密は誰から。ユミは失踪中、遥と錦山が接触したこともない。なら
出るぞ桐生。セレナの映像だ。
4日前の映像を頼む。
お前まさか。
そうだ、再生してくれ。ちょっと出てくる。
いってらっしゃい。
You bitch.
今キリちゃん出てた。なんか堀市のそう歌堀。わかった。それじゃ。
あのレイナが。
嫌だよ。こんなの。
桐生、お前がここに来る前、遥を探してほしいって女が来た。この話覚えてるか？
ああ、
この女だ。
だってさ。行こう、セレナ。
Lesbians would fix everything.
So glad you see it my way.
Sure is my mom next to me and not my dad telling me to shut up.
You see anything worth screaming about yet? Turn that camera around, Cram.
Give me a minute, okay? Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I simultaneously hate and adore how they handle like the character animations and everything. They're so good at the micro expressions. Because you can see the exact second he stopped being Zero Nishiki.
Yep.
And that altogether is awful. All right.
But did you remember or did you catch the key thing he said? It was when he abandoned Kiryu.
Yeah.
Like, but he didn't. I was wondering if you were going to catch on to her being the traitor because we got to see that cutscene from Kiryu's angle where she's just sitting at
Yeah.
the bar with a magazine. And it's just like, we're leaving. And she's like, okay.
For as much as I'm always like, let's think about things and, insight and try and predict stuff, was not paying attention.
I was not
And it
paying
went,
attention. You just were like, this is a standard.
このメモを見ていたらもう分かってるよね。そう錦山君に情報を流していたのは私。本当にごめんなさい。私錦山君のこと愛してた。彼に振り向いてほしかった。だから彼の喜ぶことは何でもした。あの人が望むことは何でもしてあげたかった。
I'm sorry, girlie, but that's pathetic reasoning. I hope that's wine on the ground.
でもあなたたちに会って何が大切なのかを思い出した。今更だけどね。私は責任を取りに行こうと思う。私なりの責任を。
レイナ。
Please tell me that's wine.
兄貴、
シンジか。お前どうした？
レイナさんです。兄貴を裏切っていたの。
ああ、俺もさっき知った。
レイナさん、セレナに錦山さん呼び出して撃とうとしたんです。
So it's not wine.
シンジ、今どこだ？
よくわかりません。ミレニアムタワー、サイの河原が見えます。
シンジ、待ってろ。すぐに行く。それまで絶対に死ぬなよ。
That is so much blood.
おじさん無事に帰ってきてて
Well, when you shoot somebody or try and shoot
I know.
somebody,
I just I knew it was blood, but forgive me for wanting to dream for a minute.
I just. Well, girly, that's a pathetic
What? But not
excuse.
now!
Girly, that's a pathetic excuse. I hope that's fine. Like the
I feel like we get a lot of good moments like that in this franchise. Go away!
he's hiding because you can't
Hold on.
see him on the map.
Give me a second, Majima.
Yeah, upgrade time. Chunky, chunky.
Oh god.
I was thinking about 3, and then I immediately thought about the water cutscene, and then of course I thought of the AMV, and then
I'm gonna get to 3 and struggle to hold it together because I'm gonna start playing it and be like chunky.
chunky. And then remember, there's no fat birds in that game.
He's in the fucking car.
Are you
I
sure?
haven't seen the car cutscene yet.
There's blood all over the ground, Crim. Majima, we don't have time for fucking.
We have a little time. I haven't seen the car yet. Oh, he's not in the car.
Oh, you know what that means?
I have
He
the
gave you
paper
up.
plate.
That was a distraction. Where is he? I've never seen the guy shaking animation before. We have a little time. Just get out of there.
Majima, I
Majima.
gotta go, man. Did it take a turn and I'm stupid?
No, go straight. So there, at a certain point, you are
Bruh.
gonna lose it, and it's gonna be.
Watch. What?
So they're gonna stop you every few times to tell you how bad the bleeding is.
Majima, go away! Majima, please!
Keep running, keep following the blood.
Oh, it's just the repetitive Kiryu-chan every time.
I can't believe he threw trash at you. Bro said, here's a paper plate for your troubles. I know you're going through the horrors right now.
How is he following me this far? If he was in hiding, I should be out of it. Which way is the Champion District? Just be nice to me that way.
Yeah, but you're not going that way. Technically.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna find out later that Majima's in my pocket. This is the most nerve-wracking.
Okay, take a
How
left.
has he followed me this far? That's right.
I can't help you. I don't think you can be helped.
Where is he?
From the skies.
How long has he been right behind me?
That's even funnier,
'Cause
actually.
that's what that implies, since he followed me across. Hold on. Because I'm over here now.
Yeah. You were
I can't-
you were
I
all the
was-
way. No,
on
no,
a segment of the map I can't access at the
yeah,
moment.
you were on the other side of town, and he's just been following you.
I didn't know he could do that.
I didn't know he could do that either.
You learn something every day.
I guess
Majima, I don't have time for this.
hilarious that you don't have time for him.
I'm sorry, actually. I have time for this. You make everything better. Somehow. You'd
Yes.
think you'd make everything worse because you are a little freak.
That was like the only time he's used his height to his advantage to actually like loom over Kiryu.
Yeah, I think it's the one time I've seen Majima straight spine.
He was like, I'm going to jump scare your ass worse than Freddy Fazbear.
I can't say that joke.
I now have the image of Freddy Fazbear in the kitchen, but it's Freddy Fazbear getting the shit absolutely rocked by Majima. Majima be fighting paralysis demons.
Oh my god. Get up!
Wait for me.
Oh my god.
God, ow. Ow.
He had it coming.
Fuck. At least he's got another health bar to kick your ass with.
God.
I was just like, holy shit, how did that miss? And also, his face is only like a foot away from his crotch. Like the worst place to be in the middle of a fight.
It's... Motherfucker.
Break a neck.
Majima! Majima! People are dying!
I'd just be
We're
like,
going through it right now, man!
there's potentially one, if not two people bleeding out right now, Majima. And he's just like, would you like to make it 3?
Oh my god. Really? Do you have a Majima sensor and you just need to leave the room every time I fight him?
He gets anxious.
Is it because I start yelling when I'm fighting Majima?
Probably.
That or it's just... Oh shit. I'll let you out after this fight, babe.
And when you let him out, I'll go check the view count on Chunky.
Oh no.
I gotta.
I don't want to know what it is. I'm gonna ask you what it is. I knew we knew that one would be the one to escape containment, but still.
I was really hoping it'd be one of your lovingly crafted, pain-inducing AMVs.
No,
We should
my
have
8-hour long passion project that I had wanted to do from the start of Zero. Nah.
Nah. How long did you work
Chunky.
on? How long did you work on Chunky?
29 minutes. Because I have the 30-minute rule.
You can't work 30 minutes longer on a bit.
If it's a joke, if you spend any more than 30 minutes on it, it stops becoming a joke. And I'm like, well, I gotta wrap this up so that it stays a joke because I can't handle becoming serious about this. And so...
You can't get serious about fat birds.
I can't get serious about that edit in specifics. Especially knowing I'm gonna spend well over 30 minutes on other stupid edits.
You've got so much wide Kiryu to work with, and if fucking Yakuza 3 permitting, I can get you that horse footage
can't call him that.
Clip clop as he walks through the town, Krim.
おい
Hilarious that I know that that can happen now.
Well, now you have to go buy more drugs.
Yeah, you're right. I do.
They put the Cabernet in 3, but it sucks. You have to go find a random woman off the street, pull her into the club, then dress her,
ありがとうございました
then throw her into the club, and then walk around the club and overhear what people's preferences are, pull her back into the dressing room and redress her and hope that that works to gain people's attention, then throw her back out into the club, see if that works. If it doesn't, pull her back into the room, put her in a different fit, and then throw her back out into the club. Yeah, I haven't figured it out yet. I failed my first one and was like, I'm not coming back to this because the girls have a stress and a motivation meter, and if they can't get any
God,
guys, they
I've
just get
gotten disoriented.
no. Just
And
look
now
for
I've
the
got to fight people.
bloodstains.
I did, but the issue is I forgot which way I came at the bloodstains.
Oh.
And then in the process of being like, okay, I think I'm on the trail now, I rounded a corner and bumped into unavoidable men.
Unavoidable Men. That'd be a great name of like a band.
Isn't that just Weezer?
Nah, because I think you can avoid Weezer.
Ooh, get him, Kiryu, get him!
If I had to think of like a band you wouldn't think you'd be hearing, I think Beastie Boys. Like you don't think you're listening to them, and then you find out like, nah, this song like uses the drummer from Beastie Boys or the fucking guitarist for Beastie Boys, or guess what? The lead vocalist decided to do background vocals for whatever reason because they're
Yeah,
just doing whatever they want to
doing
do,
side quests.
like Snoop Dogg and Shaq. I just when celebrities get enough fame, they just start doing side quests.
I think that's great.
I
Oh,
look at you've been this way. The Hotel District.
where the fuck is that? I think that's up here.
Yeah, it's right there.
Memory. I was like, if memory serves right, because I had to do real estate there.
I just know that's where Majima tends to appear the most, which makes me think he doesn't have a house on the side of town, so he's always getting a hotel room.
Oh my god.
Not everyone can be like Kiryu and just have homeless guys let you sleep in their shacks. Man, this music though, right?
Right. Piss off!
おい
I said piss off. So you better have plot, or...
Nah. So I didn't run into these guys till I had already beaten the game. And I think I beat the shit out of these guys while you were watching, and then Majima spawned in as a zombie behind them. So if you're lucky.
No! That won't be lucky. I don't need Majima right now. I love him dearly.
Yeah, but if zombie Majima appeared, you would still fight him.
If any Majima appeared, I'd still fight him. Doesn't mean I
Kiryu-chan.
want him to appear.
Kiryu-chan.
It just means that I've got bad habits.
His fucking cop voice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the same. This is the exact same guys I was fighting when you were watching that one day.
Hilarious.
I think that
So
was
if I'm lucky.
I think that was the night you beat Zero and was like, "Can you do karaoke?" And I'm like, I can, but I'm going to be awful at it.
Yeah, and it made me feel better.
Which was it got its mission accomplished. Bro, you're breaking the law by beating the shit out of random people in the streets.
Right. Are we Majima free?
We
Majima free.
give you time.
I'm waiting. I need to swap that out to a sound in the server, but at the same time, I'm like, it's gotta be when I'm done with this game. Because that, I know, is different. Let me!
I was about to play 10 years in the joint, but that can't go on YouTube, I don't think.
It's like the most intense mission, and I keep bumping into side quests. At least Majima swings in with like a lot of extra adrenaline.
Here, let me help. Oh, wrong one.
Here, let me help. Hey, boy. Oh, wrong one.
Fucking gun try. I turned it up a little bit because I was like, it's barely audible on my side. The fucking echo. That sound was bouncing around in my head. Oh my god. You can just tell him no. I'm pretty sure. Like, bros, I don't need the skill points to level up right now. I'll kick your ass in about 20 minutes.
I'll come back to you later. I'm just on this like intensive
Someone's
search mission.
dying right now, and I can't continue to be stopped in the streets because someone is dying right now.
I lost the blood trail. Apparently what you had to do was run around and come this way. You could have just had the blood lead there, like... Why'd the blood suddenly stop?
Or, you know, had the phone call pick up a block or two after the blood stopped. But yeah, that's why I was just like, hold on, I think you passed it somehow, and they're not gonna trigger it because you got ahead of yourself. Because this is where you just were, and there was no bloodstains back here.
Yeah. It's because there was blood right by this building, and I was like, this looks like a building you should be able to go into, and then I slammed my face into it.
Yeah, and I think it's because they had
at
bloodstains.
At the time, it's not a building you can go into.
Well, I think they had bloodstains out front. Why wouldn't you just meet us at the door? Or like, go to the police station.
The door.
昔キャバクラがあった雑居ビルにいる田中のおじきは女連れて屋上に逃げてるぜ。今おじきを探していた奴らを集めているところだ。お前らも大至急来い。なんだと？嵐の兄貴？そいつはまずいな。兄貴が来たらビル中蜂の巣になっちまうぞ。兄貴が来る前に何とかして終わらせるぞ。とにかく来い。じゃあな。
I need to fix my headphones!
Quickly!
I was just gonna wait till after the fight and you're like, quickly, and I... Ow.
Nice juggle.
Stop rewarding them.
I'll fight better.
You fight better. You karaoke better.
I can't karaoke, I ain't got no rhythm. And they changed the buttons in 3. I hate to see what happens when I try and karaoke in 3. They're gonna be saying press 4, and I'd be like, is 4X? Is it Y? What is 4?
I'm gonna go into the settings on like day one and see that you can swap
Fix
how
it.
it tells you stuff.
Yeah, and I'm just an idiot who made the game harder for myself. Yep, definitely. Anyways, 6 is the taunt button. Way to
So
go.
6 is RT.
Yeah. I like how you were like, hold on, let me taunt to figure out what that is. Because that's exactly how I opened it up and went to go see what the commands were. I'm like, they have to be mapped the same way they were in the previous game to this game, and they are. It's just they make you golf.
I mean, I guess he's a dad now.
One of your kids is getting bullied in school, and the teacher ain't doing shit about it.
So you go golfing?
So only in Yakuza, but you find out the kid who's bullying one of your kids is actually the son of the teacher, so the teacher ain't gonna do shit about it. And apparently the bully tells your kid that he's gonna get, if he tries to fight back, that he's just gonna get his dad to talk to the city council member to get their orphanage taken away. So Kiryu, now being a father of 9, can't just be going out starting fights all over the place. He has to
That's
resolve
what you
shit
got
with.
Majima for.
Majima's not on the island with him, so
You give him a little phone call, he come out to you.
yeah, I know that'd be hilarious. Just be like, one of my kids is getting bullied in school. He'd be like, okay, which school? And it's like, okay, let's unbroaden the scope. Let's
Which school? Messed up.
let's start with the parents of the child. Nah, the school. Could have just thrown it at him. You could have just thrown it at him.
I pressed the button to throw it the second he charged me.
You should have thrown it before he charged. But yeah, so
This is for you, Dai. This knife right here,
I'd like to see you try.
it's meant for you.
What are you gonna do? Take away a foot of my
Shit.
intestines?
Can't threaten you. Your life is a comedic tragedy.
It's supposed to get better with time.
Shakespeare plot.
Macbeth ass.
Alright, what video do I just start introducing you as Macbeth?
Come on. Can I at least be Lady Macbeth?
No, that's me going insane. I think I've gotten my plays mixed up.
I have never read Macbeth. But I'm pretty sure Lady Macbeth goes
I think I'm
insane
thinking
and then
of Hamlet.
and then she dies, and then it's like her ghost comes back and haunts Macbeth. And I think that would be really funny if I'm remembering how the play goes. You're gonna get
I
a bunch.
can't remember if it's Hamlet or Macbeth where she goes insane.
Yeah, my school was basic as fuck, and we only did Romeo and Juliet, which I'm like, how many times can we do Romeo and Juliet? That's one that everyone knows. Like, can we do any?
Right.
Like, my
We
theater.
did a Midsummer Night's Dream in middle school, which is a very interesting one to do in middle school.
That is a very interesting one to do in middle school. I've done Romeo and Juliet like 3 different fucking times.
We did it like 6th grade too, which was first year of middle school, so it's like we didn't know half of what that play was talking about.
No, and you wouldn't be expected to unless your teacher was like, okay, we're gonna do this play, and I'm gonna explain every other aspect of this play to you.
Right.
I'm like, the whole time you're playing this game, I'm like, the communication, the graphics, the way they do everything, the story, it's just so good. And I'm like, can we just get this in any other game series? Like,
Nope.
could you
It's
imagine
a
if DM
Yakuza exclusive.
could you imagine if DMC had the microaggressions? Like, just the
I
storytelling, at least
wish
the fan
Resident Evil
games.
was this good.
I just
I was
think
talking to my dad about that earlier, and I was like, man,
Dai spoiled
Yakuza's
me.
looking up Resi for me.
Yeah, you understand why now I'm like, I don't. It
And I was talking
sucks.
about little stuff too, because I was talking about the fact that there's a segment in Resi 2 where Sherry's following behind you. Uh, and if you get a couple too many steps away from her, she, like Haruka, can't.
Where'd this guy come from?
I was talking.
And now you will die.
Rude. She, like Haruka, cannot keep up with you.
Leon!
She can't
Sorry.
keep up with you, and if you get too far away from her, she just like kind of crouches on the ground and like curls up and stops moving. And I'm like, man, it's not that I don't love Sherry. It's just that I love that if you outrun Haruka, she'll yell at you and then never stop moving. Like, I enjoy not having to turn around every 5 seconds and go, where the fuck's my kid? I love throwing shit at people. It's so funny. Through the door. I've gone the wrong way. Out that door. Hold on. Hear you. You're too fast for these goddamn hallways. I was sitting there, I was like, man, it's just, I love Resi. I'll never not love Resi, but like, imagine if Resi was Yakuza.
Like, I understand it probably takes a lot of time and effort, dedication, and not firing people working on your games every 2 years to make a Yakuza, but it's like, I feel like it should be possible in other games. How are we still getting these AAA games that, like, just no one's got emotions still? Like, it's what kind of pisses me off about Monster Hunter. It's like, you are supposed to be attached to this orphan boy who you're
Yeah,
dragging
and
across
these
the
are what,
desert.
2015? Yakuza
Okay,
0?
okay, 2015, but I'm playing Yakuza 3 and it has it in there, meaning that probably the original Yakuzas also had it in there,
Yeah.
and it would have been over exaggerated 2000s graphics. Like,
Yeah.
2000s graphics. The big O. And it's like, you used to see that in games, even if it was over exaggerated expressions. You still understood what was going on with the characters. Now it's like if everyone's broody and a badass, they just don't show their emotions, and it's like, no. And Kiryu's the perfect example of that.
Yeah.
Cause like, he gets a twitch in his eyebrow and like a shift in his shoulders, and you're like, I understand what's about to happen here.
Yeah.
He's
something the scene where you can't see Majima's face and he's standing almost exactly how he stands in every other scene, but it's a little different and you can tell he's about to swing on him.
Yeah. Or let's invite him to the table and talk like he's not there, but act like he's on equal footing, but treat him like he's trash. And we can't see his angle the whole time. We talk about information he hasn't been privy to the whole game. So he's being led in the circle in the most asinine way possible, but you don't get to see his expressions.
God, I also am just forever fascinated with how Yakuza does such a good job of constantly putting the player perspective into the player character perspective.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense of like, okay, that scene is a great example because that's him getting information for the first time, and like you said, just like, he's led into the circle, but in the worst of ways.
It's also
almost
the opening.
Still excluded outside of it, and we are excluded outside of it as well because we don't get his reaction.
And it's the subtle opening into the loss of Majima's perspective. Because we don't get to play as Majima anymore, so we don't get to see how his character grows that leads to that final jump of, as we like to call, freakness. But that last little bit before he, finally is like, you know what, fuck it. Like we as players don't get that. We don't get to see it.
Yeah.
They take that from us.
Oh, it's so good. And stuff like the time changing when you're looking for Haruka. It's phenomenal.
I was watching it happen because I didn't notice it the first time I played, but I noticed it the second time I played. But I was like, "Are you gonna notice it?" And I watched you walking, and I'm like, "This is the last bit that you could catch."
Yeah. And the answer is no, because I was so distressed looking for Haruka
Mm-hmm. And
that the passage of time was not happening to me.
just like it would be for Kiryu.
Yeah, they do such it's I really do. I need to the biggest issue with like desperately wanting to do an analysis video is that I have to find a way to organize everything going on in my head.
Just use AMVs and then put them into a slideshow.
Because I'm like, I want to talk about shit like that. There's so many cool things they do. I want to talk about the meanings and the everything and the like. I started doing surface level research and then I stopped doing surface level research because it got sad.
They introduce a character in 3 who has a tattoo that represents his hometown, and he's a very much so protective of his hometown and everything, but it is incomplete because his tattoo artist is dead, and I'm like, where do we start the symbolism and where do we end it? Because it's almost fully colored. It's missing, like, the last finishing touches and the pupil in the eye of the serpent on his back.
Oh. Yeah,
So,
I was looking at the koi fish for Nishiki. Because the different color koi mean different things.
Oh, were you crying?
Yeah. I like saw 2 lines of information and I went, you know what? Not today.
I'm not ready.
Because the red koi fish can symbolize femininity, protectiveness, and motherhood, as well as intense emotions such as passion and power. I'm like, I gotta take a lap.
Funny how we're gonna keep referring to DMC every time we do this because it was the Yakuza 0, the to here with the comparison of fighting Majima and fighting Virgil, where it's like fuck yeah, and I hate fighting as you because your combos are hard or they're just ridiculous. But the thrill of the hunt or whatever. Now it's the comparison of like the Virgil of Nishiki. I love the dramatic ass thunderstorm, perfect lightning strike.
Right.
Damn.
I just love, I was sitting there and I didn't want to make the joke. So I stopped myself from making the comment out loud of like, oh, is he just gonna Virgil it and just like brush back?
And he do.
And he do, and it took so much out of me to keep it together and not just burst out laughing in the scene. Just get my little giggle out and move on.
お前シンジに銃向けて恥ずかしくないのか。お前らの兄貴分だろ。悪いのは田中のおじきです。親に背向けて組裏切って。錦は登場会を裏切ってる。本当の裏切り者はどっちだ。うるせえ。
Where are the Kiryu hearing loss fix?
打ちたきゃ撃てよ。シンジは撃てて。俺は撃てねえのか。何ちんたらやってんだバカ野郎。
Who's this bitch? Are these the fuckers who heal?
Let him at him. He's pissed. Gun.
Oh shit. He's doing fucking Matrix moves. Look at that roll.
So nah, this isn't the fight that has the two bullshit
Okay.
healing boys.
I saw him walk up with two people side
And
to side, and I'm like, didn't prep for that. Which, granted, when have I ever prepped for anything in my life, but like. This guy a bitch.
Yeah. The music isn't interesting.
Mm-hmm.
God,
Not
he shot you.
Not the bullet to the beat drop.
Yeah, I was about to say, god
That's
damn.
really good timing.
Heal my good bitch.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm doing. Oh my god, slippery motherfucker.
God, they just rolled her corpse off the fight scene.
Yeah. I'm trying not to look at it.
God, this guy keeps shooting you in all of your vital parts.
This guy sucks. You. Dude. It's kind of amusing to watch him shoot in the opposite direction of me.
Until he turns around and caps you.
Yeah. The fuck is your... What's your plan here?
Just throw the pipe at him, Krim. I meant move out from cover first. You know what? That's my fault, okay? I'll take a little oopsie on that one.
No, I knew that wasn't gonna go well. I just...
Where are you swinging?
I don't know, man.
Why is there a single motorcycle wheel up here? You can beat him up with it, I guess, but like, why is that their prop piece?
I don't know, man. Specifically the front wheel.
And the handlebar.
And no other part of the bike. Why? Because they said so.
My dyslexic ass looked down at his name and read Naruto instead of his actual fucking name.
Christ.
He's healing!
God damn it, it took me so long to get you down to that. so wiggly!
Just getting shot in the ass cheek.
He's Swiss cheese. That I. Stop it. That sucks.
I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I don't know. Ow. Fucking awful, man.
You'll just have to get tough or die.
Stay stunned for so little time, I can't heat move you. Shit. Let me hit move him! Stop healing. Please stop healing. Shit. It's just the constant dodging around each other that's killing me.
That just happens when you use two fast styles against each other.
Well, the other style wasn't working, so I thought maybe for once in my life I'd shake it up a bit.
No, you could definitely beat him. You just have to learn that he does two dodges and then shoots.
I mean, I'm getting him there. I think part of it is that I can't, or I'm struggling to. It's not that I can't. It's like I personally can't heat move him. Because he does not stay stunned very long. Bitch. But he's almost down. Come on. Got him. Jesus Christ, finally.